This has been a very long time. Remember this game? I remember discovering it some late summer night of 2010. And back then, I believe, if I'm not remembering wrong, it was just some browser game. Well, I think you could... I'm not sure if you could download like a PC Java client, but... Oh wait, yeah, I think you could, but there was a demo on their website. That's where I first met Minecraft Creative, or what would later become known as the creative mode of Minecraft. And then, of course, there was the whole hype, people going nuts about it, creating it, and survival mode was introduced, but I always kind of preferred the creative mode. Played it with friends, and years pass, and sometimes I reinstall Minecraft to make something in creative mode. So I kind of use it as a tool. I have definitely done that before in the past, to just sketch out an idea or just let your mind wander off for a bit. It's an easy creative outlet, you could say. And as a musician, at least for me, I feel the need to create and use my brain in a creative way, but it doesn't always have to be music, and sometimes it can be a bit tiring always thinking about that. And that's where Minecraft creative mode comes in. So I think I'm gonna create a new world and just create. So create a new world, and it should be... Yeah, what shall we call this? Let's call it DADDYKAT world. And give it some seed. Cat food. Cat food 0387659 no 40. That's the lottery numbers, by the way. And let's see. Use experimental gameplay. I don't know. I think we're good. I think we should just create and get into it. So I already know what my first creation is gonna be. But since this you're seeing the world for the first time with me, then let's just have a look. Generally, when I create these creative worlds, I don't wander off too far from the spawn before I make my first creation, so I can always find the spawn place, and so whenever I have a friend or a visitor checking out the map, then there's some point of reference. So that's basically what I want to say, that I want to create a landmark or something you can see from far, far away. And usually that is a tower. So I'm gonna create a tower, and it's gonna be made of wood. So let's find some materials. We need cobblestone for sure. And we need... Let's look at some logs. What kind of logs is in the area? Kind of dark oaky. Could be dark oak wood. We'll take some normal oak wood as well. And we should get some planks while we at it, because we're gonna need that at some point. Fences. Oh yeah, that as well. Well, I'm gonna take a bright kind of plank because it contrasts well. And I'm gonna go with a bit darker fence. Gonna need a ladder. And I think we're good for now. We'll definitely need more, that's for sure. But yeah. So this is the spawn area, and where would you build a tower? You would build a tower. The smart place to build a tower is on a point that's already pretty far up. So the closest, tallest hill is right here, I think. And we need to get rid of this tree. It's in the way. Actually, we need flint and steel, and sort of to create a controlled forest fire. So how I go about doing these worlds in Minecraft, I kind of play like a creator. And now I think some of you are saying, oh, listen to that god complex, but it's part of me that always liked to create these worlds. I even did it as a kid as well. In a sandbox, I would create roads, build cities, jam logs into the ground, pretend those were skyscrapers, you know? Yeah, we need to... oh shit. So I'm kinda counting on these leaves to leave, haha. Since we need to clear this area first. Can't just build. There needs to be space. And I'm gonna make this tower to be like a tower that you can actually... that fits the dimensions of this Minecraft world, so to speak. Like, it's a tower you can actually climb. So it's a practical tower. I mean, I can't see the reason to create a tower that you wouldn't be able to get up in. We need to remove all these logs, because if there's any logs around, the leaves are gonna attach themselves to it or stick around. Haha, stick, another pun. And then they won't disappear, and we need them to disappear. And I think they're doing that right now. Alright, so we need a base. One of the most important parts about building a good tower is figuring out exactly how thick is the base. So one way to start out is like start out with a corner. We're gonna lay some cobblestone here, because it's the foundation, so to speak, of this tower. Let's just try out the dark wood. Seems native to the area, so we're gonna stick with that. And then it comes the hard part, like, so once you have a width, then you also have a depth. I mean, you don't necessarily have to make the tower square, but I like the symmetry in that, so... And I usually place down markers just to keep a track. We should make it an uneven numbered 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That too big? Bit too big. How about... let me see. You need to visualize it in your mind. How about 1? Oh, you gotta count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 3 gap. Yeah, this could work. It's all about experimenting on the fly. 1, 2, 3, yes. 1, 2, 3. And we can sort of deduce that that's gonna be placed right there. Gonna add something here. Gotta make sure that, you know, the base looks convincing from all angles. You know what I mean? Like, you can cover it up with dirt, but it's not for fun we place a base like this. So we have a pretty decent base going on here. Let's extend the legs a little bit. My Minecraft creations always tend to be, not always, but most of the time, grounded in reality in regards to weight distribution, and that probably sounds like super super fucked, but excuse my language, but I feel like you know, we always draw from, when we create something creative, we always draw from inspiration, and we draw from real life. And you want what you, like, inherently what you draw from real life is generally just gonna be realistic. I don't know if you're following me right now, but it's gotta be some realism to it. We're gonna place a support beam right here. This is gonna be a big tower, I can feel. Like, it actually kind of way bigger than the towers I normally make. So, yeah. But we can make sort of a lookout terrace actually, and yeah, you just keep getting ideas for where can this go. And I just got an idea right now. Oh yeah. So we have a middle here. So it's not too far-fetched to imagine a log going across here. It's good to have support. And we're gonna extend that up. Whoops. There we go. And that's gonna be... Gonna worry about the stairs for a bit. We can always cut that out, you know? That's gonna be like a pathway around. And then gonna have... This is just temporary, but gonna have a second tower here, extending upwards. The dimensions of this second tower, that's more like what I usually make. So already now I'm diverging from whatever pre-planned idea I had in my head. And yeah. Wait a sec. Let me do like this and this. This. Although I keep talking about realism, there's also, you know, a point where you just gotta create whatever, you know. So we're gonna worry about it later, how a person really gets up to that. But so we can focus on like the general shape and outline of this tower, and then. Because that's how I like to work, at least. General shape, and then you can always add detail. You can always add detail, more details. And in fact, I'm gonna put a lot of detail into this because I feel that's the cherry on the top of this cake that we are creating right here. So we'll add some more supports. And the tower is supposed to be tall, so just add another level. See, this is 3 high, 3 high. Another support right here. Whoops. Gotta be consistent in the way that you lay your logs. But I don't want to create a wooden skyscraper either, so it shouldn't be too tall. In fact, I need to... Well, it's about as tall as those mountains far off in the distance. Yeah, I'll make it just a tiny bit taller. Yeah, I can afford it. Sometimes you make mistakes, you know, but so far we haven't made any, but I'm pretty sure there will be mistakes. But then, if you do make a mistake, then you just right click like this and whoops, or left click like that, and then that's fixed. Don't have to worry about that. We all make mistakes. Alright, so I want a second terrace up here. And that's the final floor. I also like to put on a roof. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Because you kind of have to be a little creative about the space that you have up here. Don't have a whole lot. Let's just test this out. Not sure if I like the logs going, planks going like this. I feel like this is a better look. And then I can always substitute these inner ones with planks. And I know it doesn't make a whole lot sense from a structural shall we say, point of view, but see, that's the part where you just say screw reality and just create. So the people are gonna climb like a ladder through the middle here. I'm pretty sure of that. Extend this up a bit and extend it out. Create an overhang. And sometimes something looks ugly, but you can just cover it up. It's about the final look anyways. We need to think about some sort of roofing material, and nether brick's pretty alright for this. Now I need to figure out, do I want like nether brick to come out right here? Like I don't want it to extend out further than this. There's no really reason for it, and if it did, it would just make the roof too big. But I think this will be fine. And also it gives the impression of these logs coming across, so it's gonna be real good. So I'm gonna do that. So yeah, that was our first mistake, just extending those two out, but I mean, there's no mistake in Minecraft that can't easily be corrected, so yeah, it should be like this. It's beginning to look like something now. Then we cover this bit up. And extend these beams just a little further. And then you can do some different things. You could have a fire burning. Actually, that's a cool idea. I'm gonna do that right now. One second. Well, we need the fire not to burn everything around it, so actually we're gonna fireproof the top. And then... oh yeah, we could do it like this, so you could see more of the fire from... well, first of all, we need... where's that material? Is it soul sand that burns forever? Can't remember. I think you can tell that I'm no expert. I'm just a casual, you know, creator. Well, so far it burns. Oh yeah, we could do like a steel. Isn't there some steel fence-ish iron bars? Do it like this. Whoops. Okay, now we're beginning to add detail. But this looks quite cool, and it's visible from far away. Well. Oh, did it actually stop burning? Alright, so confirm that maybe it's netherrack that burns forever. Can't remember all these things. Anyways, as I said before, we need to extend up a ladder in here. Isn't there a pretty way of doing it? Like when we're in here, maybe... huh. Because it would be nice if the ladder could follow like one of the beams upwards. Yeah, that's one of the... that's quite a conundrum right here. Yeah. It's gonna be kind of ugly looking. Or maybe we should do like staircases. Let me get a staircase, because that's... you can do ladders, you can do staircases. I just want the tower to function. Let's be clear about that. Oh, good stairs. Yeah. Alright. Do we have room for it to go down? No, not really. How about like this? Huh. It's just trial and error really at this point. And then maybe... is it possible for... oh fuck. Yeah, well, if they jump, if they stand on the top of this and they jump up this bit... I see, okay. That's one of the biggest challenges of this tower. No, wait a second. There's a way more interesting way of doing all this. And now we just got an even better idea. Have the what's it called? Have it go all the way around on the outside of the tower. That's the way to go, really. I think. Like if it starts right there. Can start anywhere, but I think... oh, let's not do that. Do like this, 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 this. And then... yeah. Alright. I think I know what I need to do right now. I hope. Oh, it's good that the tower, these stairs are able to correct themselves into a position. It also gives like a nice contrast, these bright, but you might not prefer that, so you could just choose a different color, like a bright one. Comes in there's another issue though. Yeah, this looks like way better. It's another issue though, and that is, let me just experiment. What if the underside of it was a darker color? And do we want railings going up along with it? So let's take this darker, bring this along as well. No, it's too many colors. We should and we find something that matches. Where is it? Dark oak wood stairs. Supposedly this matches that. Let's test it out. I mean, there's no way of knowing. You just have to test it out, really. What if it was all like that? Yeah, that's a more mature color, I feel. Dang, screwed that up. Yep. And I mean mature in the sense of this has existed here for a longer period. There we go. Much better. And let's get dark planks. Spruce, dark oak planks. There we go. Yeah, this I'm nodding my head right now. This is more kind of thing I was going for. Oh yeah, let's get those. What was it? Dark oak wood. There we go. Gotta fix up our mistakes here. So it would appear that there's some little house going on up here. Maybe a little forester's office or something. A fire watch. Fire watch with a fire on the roof. That just hasn't been noticed yet. Alright, yeah, we can have this going along here. Quite a dark tower, but that's alright. There's no support for people walking up the stairs though. Do I want support? The more you add to the sides of a tower, the wider it's gonna feel. So let me see if this is working out. maybe it would be more believable if it's a third one coming down, or one in the middle perhaps. Yeah, let's have one in the middle for sure, and then we can place. That's one of the concessions you can make. Just have a hole through like that. I feel like the bottom part still feels like it's missing something, and it's not just support. It's missing something. Sometimes you gotta look at your creation, what you made, and think like what. You can always add like small details, such as let's find a button. We need torches as well. Torch, where's the button? I swear they rearrange this all the time. Egg. No. No. It's gotta be in here somewhere, right? Like a type of, oh yeah, buttons. Stone button. We need it because it's gray, basically. There we go. We can add detail there. We should also date it a bit. Oh yeah, we can have like something like that coming down. And giving it some more flair, some more personality. That could be, you could invent like a whole story to this, like why does it look like that? Like why are those kind of materials being used? Vines. Yeah. You wanna place these sporadically in a pattern that sort of makes sense. I can't remember if these actually grow, if these will continue to grow naturally after, like on the server, like after I placed them. Oh yeah, let's get some overhang here. This is beginning to look more like it. We need lights. There needs to be torches lighting up this place. place a torch every now and then. Not too many. You wanna preserve the cozy feeling of this place. Wait, not in the center, maybe here in the corner, like two like this, and then call that a day. Maybe, yeah, make it like this, or keep it open. Nah, let's add a small little hut in here. Gonna find a door and some glass pane. Gonna have a spruce door. And should it be tinted? Try tinted red. Nah, we're gonna go with normal. Just looks out of place. But there could be a situation where normal would be just the thing. And we have a ladder down. Still kind of feels, I don't know, it looks like a tower. Always put on a sign. So gonna call it Grand Oak Tower. Yes. Grand Oak Tower. Yeah. And then as soon as you where's that as soon as you take a shovel and add up some pathing around it, then it clearly begins to look like something that belongs. Let's fix this up a bit. Gonna add a wooden stair right here. Like, imagine that, you know? So that's like one of the first things you see when you enter the server. That's not such a bad sight. What are you doing up there? You two! Fall down and become hot bacon. Or, I mean, lamb chops. Burning wool. Should I extend this bit? Is it... Yeah, let's just extend it a bit so it's easier to come up. Throw in chests. Just for decorative purposes, like right here. And yeah. I think that was it for this I thought I was gonna ramble on for too long, but it turned out quite alright. Let's test it out first before we call it a day. Should I go personal survival mode? Right. So this works. Huh. Gotta be a little careful going up. Oh, you can't. Right. We already discovered a flaw here. In order to get up the stairs, you have to remove that thing. But that's alright. Now it just looks kind of fucked in this side, but yeah. That's just one of the, sometimes you have to accept small bets like that. But yeah, I'm nodding my head right here. Actually, I came to the computer with a hot coffee, a cup of coffee. And I talked so much without even drinking it, so now it's kind of cold. But I hope you enjoyed watching along. And I would love to create some more for you. So until next time, see you and have a great